So let's talk about the menorah.
Yeah. Now, in Genesis, God asked Moses to take a man, his name is Bezalel. God asked Moses, and he commanded one called a craftsman whose name is Bezalel. Bezalel, then Achinadab, I think so, here, to create a menorah, like Moses told him how to do it exactly. He didn't have no copy to copy from. He copied his imagination, the way it was described. It have to be of pure gold. And pure gold, not cast, have to be hammered with a stone hammered, not with an iron hammered. And he created it. Why? One of the reasons is that if it's a metal hammer, metal is an instrument to kill people. So please do it with a stone hammer that you can kill with a stone, but it's not conventional thing to kill. You don't make sword of it. So he created, and then second, everything was made in the temple, not iron or metal will touch it because it's not pure. With those metal, you kill people. So you have to be careful that iron won't touch or bronze, whatever it is. So they had a system, they had a small insect, like a termite. They used to carve the stone with it, because termite eat anything, even a stone. And they use it. They call it Tolat Hashani. And he created a menorah, hammered the way it was called, and it described how to do it. Every section of the menorah have to be made by hand and not soldering on it. It has to be for one piece. So I can show you, I have a plate like this, show you how you can create a menorah being hammered without any soldering on it. Wow. This is the first menorah ever exist. This bowl was made specially to pour water on the altar. Why? We have a knob here. Used to hold it, fill it with water. Look at it and see what you see. You see two priests from both sides lighting the menorah. If you look at the menorah, you have a flower at the top, like kaftor v'perach, you know. It's described in the Bible. If you see, there's no soldering it, it's only gold bars holding it from both sides. This is only one in the world who described the first menorah. Now you see here, it's very similar. You can read it in the Bible, and it's described exactly how it is here. From this I came to the idea, because I know the art. The art is, the first menorah was in an Egyptian art, because they just came from Egypt. And they adopted the Egyptian way of describe things. After it came another menorah of King Solomon, made by the Phoenician. And the Phoenician have their own style. Then it's different. Then came the Persian period, when Ezra and Nehemiah came. They made the menorah in a Persian style. Then came the Roman and they make Hellenistic, then they make the menorah in Hellenistic style. All the same, all exactly the same menorah with the same object, a bit change, but the art was a bit different. So it shows you the menorah really followed the Israelites wherever they were, until the destruction of the first and the second temple. This was a symbol even after now. In the Bible, they write clearly, don't use the menorah, don't make a symbol of the menorah, because it's holy. The man who will do it will disappear from this world. They don't say how, but this is how it was. Now, we want to know the function of menorah was not spiritual, no material. And the king of the Hashmonite, yes, used as a symbol, not the menorah in the beginning. They used a cornucopia. It was all their coin, whatever they did, they used the cornucopia. You know what a cornucopia is? Well, really it was a Greek symbol. It appeared on Greek coin as well, and everything. But they put in the center the lily. The lily of the menorah. This is a lily here. In the top you see a lily coming out with 3 branches, yeah? And they used the lily, the Maccabee used the lily. Then when the Maccabee split, there were 2 kinds of Jews. One believed in the next world, one didn't want to accept it because they called them Sedukim. The other one, Perushim. Then they split Judaism. One king of the Maccabee was Seduki, his brother could be Perushim, and they fought against each other. Brutal fight from idea. And they split the Israelite the first time, ideologically. Now, when the Sedukim didn't like the idea of a cornucopia as a symbol, they wanted also the menorah.